All right, well, fun times here at the Fremont County Fair. Shows are getting underway here this Thursday morning. Got another 4-H'er here with us. Just start out by telling us a little bit who you are and what you're doing here at the fair this weekend.
My name is Maverick, and this is my horse Schindler, and I'm just here showing at the fair.
Awesome. Obviously, tell us a little about sort of what goes into showing horses.
It takes a lot of effort and a lot of time to get your horse to do what you want it to do, but it's worth it in the end.
Sure, I guess sort of for some might be unfamiliar, kind of tell us what makes a good horse show.
As long as your horse performs well and they don't drag you around, I guess.
Sure, yeah. What are the judges kind of looking for?
They're looking for how you're performing as well as your horse, switching back and forth from side to side of the horse as they cross over their face and other parts of their body.
Sure. What would you say is maybe your favorite part about the fair?
Probably just being around people that I like to be and just hanging out with friends.
Sure. I guess what is it about 4-H that kind of got you into that and sort of has kept you going?
I just really liked animals when I was younger, and now I just like to show them, I guess.
Awesome. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, Fremont County Fair underway. As a reminder, KMA Fair coverage brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance. Got another 4-H'er here with us now. Just kind of start out by telling us who you are and what you've got to go on at the fair this weekend.
My name is Claire Corver. I have rabbits, projects, cherry pie, horses, and share the fun, and I did my speech yesterday.
Sure. Also, you mentioned the cherry pie. I'm a bit of a foodie myself. Kind of tell us about what all goes into that cherry pie baking contest.
So obviously we have to make the pie, and we have to, like for the crust, we have to make it look presentable, I guess. And then we have to use cherries, unless if it's our last year, then we can use anything we want, like apple pie and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Sure, and you also mentioned the rabbits. Kind of tell us what goes into showing rabbits.
So what goes into showing rabbits is you have to work with them a lot, I feel like, because it takes a long time but some time for them to figure out how to, like, what to do, because we have to flip them over and, like, all that stuff. So it will take that time to get them used to that, and yeah.
Yeah, what kind of makes a good rabbit? What are the judges looking for exactly in that?
Good, like, nails, like the right color, I guess that makes sense, because you want it to be the same color, unless it's like faded at the tail, that's fine. But you want it to be all the same color, like for the tan part, you want it to be just tan, not like a lighter tan in the stomach too. And then you have to have the same color of nails as it is the fur, and you want the teeth to be like good. You can have them be like canine teeth or two chipped.
Sure, and I know a lot of times all sports like to name their animals. You got any names for your rabbits this year?
Oh yeah, so we have one named Pepsi, one named Gus, one named Chunky Monkey or Godiva, I don't even know which one, and then we have Voldemort.
Awesome. Obviously, a lot of different things going on this week. What would you say is maybe kind of your favorite part about the Fremont County Fair?
My favorite part is probably the horse or rabbit show, because I feel like it's fun and I get to interact with my animals, and it's just most fun.
Awesome. Appreciate the time. Well, festivities underway here at the Fremont County Fair. Got another 4-H'er here with us now. Just start up by telling us about who you are and what you're doing at the fair this weekend.
Well, my name is Catherine Howe. I'm showing pigs, horses, and sheep, and I have multiple static projects. I'm also singing and share the fun. So,
awesome. Going to start out, tell us a bit sort of what you got going on with the pigs and kind of what goes into showing those.
Well, for pigs, we usually do homebred, but not this year. You have to train them on like walking without halters or anything else like that. And for showmanship, you walk them by the judges as many times as you can, keep them off the rail, and try and have your go at what it's like.
Awesome. I guess tell us sort of what makes a good pig. What are the judges looking for out there?
They're looking for nice, even shoulders and booty ratio. They want to have lots of muscles and probably at the market weight. So what you would sell your pigs to go get slaughtered and eaten.
Sure. Talk about kind of what goes in. How do you guys build the muscle on those pigs? Obviously, you can't like just kind of send them to the gym and let them go at it, but kind of talk about that process.
Well, you have to feed them an exorbitant amount of food every day. Some people even go so far as to crack eggs into the food for that extra added protein. You walk them every day and have them, they just have to grow from they're really little I mean, they're piglets from when we have them at first. So, and you walk them and you try and have their muscles as big as possible for the show, like that.
Sure. I know you mentioned you have a couple static projects as well. What do you got going on there?
I have a painting and 5 photographs, as well as a memory pillow made out of one of my grandpa's shirts.
So what would you say maybe is your favorite project for that on that end?
Oh, I would say probably the pillow. It's super fun, and I get to hang out with a lot of people that I love too, and I can learn a lot in that process about not only sewing but about what my grandpa was like. So.
Awesome. Appreciate the time. All right, fun times continue here at the Fremont County Fair here this morning. Getting KMA Fair coverage brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance. Got another 4-H'er here with us now, and just kind of start up by telling us your name and what you got going on here at the fair this weekend.
My name is Noah Howe, and I'm showing pigs and horses and some static projects.
So you mentioned the static projects. What do you got going on in that regard?
I'm showing a couple pictures that I took throughout the year.
Sure. What kind of got you into photography, and tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I don't know. I always like taking pictures, and I figured might as well enter them in something. So, yeah.
So you mentioned the horses as well. Kind of talk a little about that and what all goes into showing horses.
So showing horses, you pretty much got to work with them all year long, and if you get to know them, they're pretty much your partner in everything you do. So if they don't trust you, you can't trust them. You got to ride them every day pretty much, and just keep them conditioned and as good as possibly can for the show.
Sure. I guess what are the kind of the judges looking for out there in the ring?
Well, in the showmanship, they're looking for a calm horse that knows and sets up nice, and that you can do the pattern without breaking anything, and just a calm horse, and you know what you're doing. And in the ring for Western, they're just looking for a nice, calm, statured horse that just goes out there and really is calm and nice.
So what would you say maybe is your favorite part about the Fremont County Fair?
I like showing pigs the best. I work with them all year long, and I like that the best. But
awesome. Appreciate the time. All right, well, fun times continue at the Fremont County Fair. Got another 4-H'er here with us now, and just start up by telling us about who you are and what you got going on at the fair this weekend.
My name's Ryan Corver, and right now, as you see, I am doing the horse show. I'm doing like cherry pie, and this afternoon, I'm doing a static project, and then Saturday, I have a rabbit show.
Awesome. Kind of talk us through, obviously, you just got done showing your horse. Just kind of tell us what you're doing out there.
Well, I was doing showmanship. It's like they judge you, not the horse.
Sure. Well, what kind of goes into that? What are they looking for from you in that regard?
Well, it's like your posture of like how you turn them, quadrants. Like if they're on one side, you have to be on a side.
Sure. And I also saw you got a ribbon. Is that a good thing, or what'd you get there?
It's a reserve champion, so it's second place. And it's not first place, but still pretty fun.
So yeah, congrats on the second place. So you also mentioned a static project we got going on there.
One of them is a rabbit poster, and another one I weld.
Sure, awesome. Tell us about the welding. What do you got? What'd you do there?
Well, I just put some horseshoes, like welded horseshoes together to make places where we can put halters.
Awesome. You also mentioned the cherry pie contest. I'm a bit of a foodie myself. Tell us what kind of got you interested in that?
Well, so your last 3 years of fair, if you do cherry pie for those last 3 years, you get to go to Washington, D.C. And so I'm just getting some practice in before that.
Awesome. What makes a good cherry pie?
Well, if the good quality cherries, a good crust, and just the taste of it.
Awesome. Also, plenty of other things also going on at the fair this weekend. What would you maybe say is your favorite part about the fair?
Probably showing animals.
Awesome. Appreciate the time. All right, well, fun times continue at the Fremont County Fair here this Thursday morning. As a reminder, KMA Fair coverage brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance. Got another 4-H'er here with us now. Just start off by telling us who you are, and I also see you got yourself a pretty nice scarf there and also a crown as well.
My name is Malia Moore, and I'm actually the 2021 Fremont County Fair Queen. I'll pass down my crown tonight.
Awesome. Tell us about sort of the stuff you got going on this weekend.
I have a few static projects that will get judged today. I had a few clothing and table setting projects yesterday, and then I'll also be showing on Saturday for the cattle show.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about sort of what goes into showing cattle.
It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication you have to put in before the fair. You can't just put a halter on them and bring them right in. They take a lot of work, and I have my parents to thank for that. They help me out quite a bit. So.
What are the judges kind of looking for in that?
Well, it depends on the judge. Some judges are more market-based, and I do breeding, so mine is looking for soundness in the udder and raising a healthy calf. So.
Sure, and you mentioned we handed down the crown, and kind of tell us about the process that you kind of went through with that and what that's all about.
So last year I filled out the application and ran among 2 other girls for the crown and title, and then this year, Sunday, we had the Fair Queen judging, and I was among the 3 lovely ladies that we are the candidates tonight, and I'll be happy to pass down my crown to one of them tonight.
Awesome. What would you say is maybe your favorite part about the county fair?
Well, as Fair Queen, it's a lot of fun taking pictures and seeing all the little girls smile at you and wave at you, and then, of course, doing the parades throughout the year as the Fair Queen. So.
Awesome. Appreciate the time. All right, Fremont County Fair festivities are underway here this Thursday morning. Again, KMA Fair coverage brought to you by Western Ohio Mutual Insurance. Here now with Jessica Prazen, a youth coordinator here for Fremont County 4-H. Just kind of tell us a little bit who you are and your involvement here at the Fremont County Fair.
Great. I'm Jessica Prazen. I am the CYC here in Fremont County. I've been here about a year, so I'm in charge of planning all the 4-H shows, static judging for the kids, anything that has to do with 4-H side of fair.
Sure. Well, what's kind of on the docket here for this first day?
Today we have all of our static judging, so all of those photography exhibits, woodworking, anything like that anybody's made from 10 to 4. We currently have our horse show going on till probably about noon, 1 o'clock today. And we have some award presentations tonight, and then tomorrow we start off with all of our big shows.
Awesome. You mentioned the static stuff going on today. What's sort of been the stuff that you've seen so far that's kind of drawn your eye?
I want to say we probably have the most for photography exhibits. We have some pretty good woodworking exhibits, and I know we have a 4-H'er who refinished a truck as well this year, so that's a new one.
Sure, and I know also something that draws a lot of people's attention is the cherry baking contest. Kind of tell us when that's going on and sort of all what goes down with that.
So tomorrow we have our cherry pie baking contest that runs from about 7 to 2, where kids can sign up and come bake a cherry pie. I think we have about 60 exhibitors this year. And then Saturday night we will auction off those cherry pies to whoever wants to come participate and donate a little money, and that helps provide for their CWF trip to Washington, D.C.
Sure, as I mentioned, obviously this is a jam-packed weekend. What's kind of some of the other stuff that you guys got going on?
Friday we have our swine show at 8 a.m., followed by sheep and goat starting at 2 in the afternoon, and then Saturday we have our beef show, and then Sunday we have some rabbits, some poultry, some cat, dog, pet, a little bit of everything, all that smaller animal stuff for all of our Clover kids to get involved with.
So what are some of the other events, I guess you could say like the grandstand events that might be going on this weekend?
Friday night, I know we have Southwest 7 performing here about 8 o'clock at night, and then Saturday we have Finding Dixie performing. We also have a cornhole tournament both nights where you can win some really awesome new beanbag boards.
Awesome. Kind of talk a little about sort of the preparation that obviously goes into this Friday. I know it's pretty quickly after the previous when you guys start to dig into that, kind of get ready. Just kind of talk about that preparation.
I mean, we start prepping for fair all the way back in August, September, right after we wrap up. We start with beef weigh-in in December, kind of follow up with some sheep, goat weigh-in, swine weigh-in in April, May time frame, and then get everybody entered in all their projects so we can plan fair.
Sure, and you mentioned obviously there's a couple of new static events this year. Just kind of talk about how cool it is to see these kids kind of get creative and experiment a little bit with that.
It's pretty interesting because we have a lot of kids that come up with something completely random that's never been thought of before. I know I saw a day bed in there that we've never had, and we usually have several fairy garden beds. We have a special garden project this year that's completely new where kids were given seeds to plant. So hoping for a lot of flowers.
Sure, and just kind of talk a little bit. I know what was it kind of that got you involved in 4-H and has kind of brought you to this role?
Previous 4-H'er for 9 years, I think. We'll go with that. I was huge into livestock and static projects both, so when I found a role open, I just decided why not give it a shot.
Sure. If there's someone who's maybe kind of on the fence about joining 4-H, what would you say to kind of convince them to lean towards joining?
Join 4-H. It's for anybody, kindergarten through 12th grade. If you don't have livestock, you can bring a photo, you can bring an art project for school, anything like that. So you don't necessarily have to be all in. Just bring something small your first year.
Awesome. And we always ask the kids this as well. Just what would you say is maybe kind of your favorite part about the county fair?
My favorite part about the county fair is livestock. I'm a huge livestock girl. I'm a farm girl. But I like it all. It's just a lot in one small, short little period.
Awesome. I appreciate the time.